Hi everybody, Marty Rubin, and I'm back for another segment of Marty's Corner. And let's give a big hello to Rosie Garcia, who is playing the fiery, emotional, sensual, supremely talented Anita in the hit musical West Side Story. It's great to see you. I gotta tell you, you are burning it up out here. You're burning it up. The other night, when you did, the mambo, I definitely saw smoke coming from the floor.
Bit, yeah.
It was unbelievable. Has it been so much fun for you so far?
Yeah, especially that number. It's just so much fun
Oh my God,
because
yeah.
it is a battle, and even though the cast loves each other, we
Yes.
really take every opportunity to be like, okay, and we're fighting.
Yes.
We're going for it.
Yes, right. That's right. That scene, in the gym, that's like, to me, that's like a prize fight. Like okay, Jets versus the Sharks, and the ladies on both sides, and when you yell mambo, it's like, okay, it's on. So you are like swinging your skirt, like a cape, like a weapon. How did you learn to dance like that?
I went to school in Boston. I went to Boston Conservatory.
Okay.
I definitely was not much of a dancer before that, and just used those 4 years to whip myself into shape.
Right.
But the skirt parts always come pretty naturally. Like my
Right.
mom was a flamenco dancer, and like that world has always been
Yes.
part of my family. So that's the easiest part, is getting the swishes.
Oh my God, you got it down part. I mean, when you like a scene like that where the music is pumping, and you're feeling that, and you're dancing, and it just feels so good, and you're like, it's supercharged atmosphere, and you're firing on all cylinders, and the crowd's so into it. What does that feel like for you?
It's amazing. So I'm half Puerto Rican on my mom's side.
Okay.
And I didn't know much about West Side Story growing up, and I thought like, oh, it's dated, it's old, and then I finally saw it. I finally was in it for the first time, and
So you were in it before this production?
yes, couple times.
And you played Anita?
Last time I was.
Okay.
Yes, and then I've been a couple other Shark Girls.
Yes.
And just getting to like show my heritage and show like what we have, our power, our culture.
Yes.
Every single time, it's so rewarding. It's amazing.
Yes, it really is. The show is still relevant today, more than ever. When you heard you were getting the part, did you go back to, let's say, the movie and watch Rita Moreno, or go see the stage version, or just see how somebody else played the part?
No, I have so much respect for every actress who's played Anita, but
Right.
I know who I am, and I know the story I want to tell with her, and that's not something I needed to watch anyone else for.
Right. It's true. There's a scene that's a bit of a rough scene. They call it the taunting scene.
Yes.
Where your character, Anita, is trying to do the right thing in a very difficult circumstance. We don't want to spoil, but
Yes.
but you get some rough treatment by the Sharks, by the Jets. I'm sorry, the Jets, and it's an emotional scene. How do you deal with that scene every night?
Yeah, we spent a lot of time in rehearsals just talking over like safe touches and
Yes.
talking over communication, and things are going to go wrong. Sometimes things happen that aren't supposed to, and
Right.
knowing that we're not blaming anyone or holding on to that.
Yes.
So every night before the show, that everyone in that scene gathers together and checks in with each other.
Yes.
And at the end of every show, we check out so we can leave the work here.
Right,
Because
right.
we'll go off stage and half of us are sobbing.
Yes.
Trying to
It's
let it
emotional.
go.
Yeah.
But we make sure that we're a support group for each other, and we leave it here.
That's great. You have some, this is the balcony,
Yeah.
and you have a lot of great songs up there. I mean, one of them you do a duet, with Sabina, who plays Maria.
Yeah.
Actually, you do that
Down
down
here,
here. A boy like that,
Yes.
and again, that's an emotionally charged, song. How do you use the emotion to take that duet with her to an even higher level?
Honestly, a lot of it is just her. I mean, I've done Anita before, I've had other Marias, and they've been lovely, but Sabina and I, day one, we put down the scripts and we just started staring into each other's eyes, and we
Right.
felt that connection.
Yes, and you feel it the audience
Yeah.
feels it.
Like, we have so much love for each other, and I think we've also been through enough personally to know what it's like to love the wrong person.
Yes.
So I think we are so connected in that way. that
Yes.
it really just comes naturally at a point.
Right. Do you, you're a terrific dancer, you know, do you enjoy, you know, singing and acting as much as you do dancing, or do you have a favorite out of the three?
I like
Because
acting
so
the
you are a
most.
triple threat, you know, I just want you to
Thank
know
you.
that, you know.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely more of an actor. I've done a lot of straight plays. I do love combat, so like sword fighting and all that world, and like old school Shakespeare. That
Right.
is definitely my happy place. And then singing and dancing, I love getting to do all of it. But yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm a storyteller. I like telling
Yes.
interesting stories, and that means acting's always like the most exciting part of it. for
Yes,
me.
yes. Where did you grow up?
Westchester.
Ah, okay. And did you start at a very young age in terms of dancing or acting? What did you start doing? And when did you feel like, okay, the theater industry is where I want to go?
Yeah, when I was about 7, I realized that like, oh, I'm allowed to do theater because I'd seen some plays, but I didn't understand anyone could just do it.
Right.
And so when I was 7, my parents enrolled me in a bunch of local shows to like, I did Grease, I did Wizard of Oz, stuff like that.
What'd you play in Greece?
Danny Zuko.
I love it. I love it. That's great.
And so I just started doing it as an activity. I was still, you know, playing soccer and doing all my other kids stuff.
Right.
And it wasn't until like late middle school into high school that I realized, okay, what am I going to do with my life? And
Right.
I love this thing and I'm getting better at it. So why
Right.
not make this my career?
Yeah. And you have a passion for it. Listen, if you have a passion for something and you can make it your living,
Yeah.
you know, that's what it's all about. Well, I have to tell you, we are all loving you out here. It's a joy to watch you every night. You know, it's great. If you want to see Rosie as Anita burning up the stage and singing and dancing her way into your heart, then you got to come out to the Argyle Theater. West Side Story's playing from Wednesday through Sunday, straight through to April 2nd. Rosie, thank you for being on Marty's Corner, and we can't wait to see you out here again.